For 5a, we want to solve x squared equals 4x minus 2 by graphing. To do this, I'm going to make this equation in standard form. So I'm going to subtract 4x and minus 2 from both sides. We're going to add 2. So we're going to do minus 4x plus 2 on both sides to get x squared minus 4x plus 2 is equal to 0. So this right hand of the equation is in standard form, and we could call it f of x is equal to x squared minus 4x plus 2. Now we're going to find the vertex. The vertex of an equation in standard form is negative b divided by 2a times f of negative b divided by 2a. So here b is equal to negative 4 and a is equal to 1. So we have so let's write this up here. Negative 4 divided by 2 times f of negative 4 divided by 2. This is simply 2 and then f of 2. So f of 2 is equal to 2 squared minus 4 times 2 plus 2, which is equal to 4 minus 8 plus 2, which is equal to negative 2. So we have the vertex of the point 2, negative 2. So let's just draw a rough sketch of a graph. So we have points here, here, and here, here, here. So 2, negative 2 is right here. Now let's make a table centered at 2, negative 2. So x value is 2. So let's see what happens when x equals 1. F of 1 is equal to 1 squared minus 4 times 1 plus 2, which is equal to 1 minus 4 plus 2, which is, so negative 4 plus 2 is negative 2, plus 1 is negative 1, so 1, negative 1. Because it's symmetric, we know this is also going to be negative 1, so let's just fill out another point on our parabola. Now let's do 0. F of 0 is equal to 0 minus 4 times 0 plus 2, which is just going to be 2. So we know this is 2 and this is 2. So we have a point here and a point here. So it's going to look something like this. Now we want to solve it for 0, so it looks like we're going to need to do an estimation, which is fine, that happens. So it looks like we pass through the x-axis about right there and about right there. So we're going to say our solutions are x is approximately 3.2 and approximately 0.8. If you're a little bit different than that, that's totally fine. And we would say we had two solutions. For 5b, we have x squared minus 2x is equal to negative 1. We want to solve it by graphing. We're going to add 1 to both sides to make the left-hand side in standard form. So we have x squared minus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Now we are going to find its vertex. The vertex, if we say this is f of x is equal to x squared minus 2x plus 1, and the vertex is negative b over 2a, and then f of negative b over 2a. Here b is negative 2, so the vertex is going to be negative 2 divided by 2, and then f of negative 2 divided by 2, which is 1, and then f of 1. So f of 1 is equal to 1 minus 2 times 1 plus 1, specifically that'd be squared, but that's just going to be 1. So this would be 0. So it looks like our vertex is the point 1, 0. So if I were to graph this, we'd have a point right here. Now this parabola, since it has a positive coefficient of x squared, it's going to open up. And so if it has a minimum value, when it equals 1, it will never touch the x-axis in any other place. So we know x equals 1 is our one solution. We only have one solution here. For 5c, we have x squared minus 6x equals 6x minus 5. First, we're going to add negative 6x plus 5 to both sides. This will give us x squared minus 6x plus 5 is equal to 0. Now let's set f of x to be x squared minus 6x plus 5. Then the vertex is going to be negative b divided by 2a, and then f of the negative b divided by 2a. Here we have b is equal to 6, so we have negative 6 divided by 2, which is equal to 3. So our vertex is 3f of 3. Now f of 3 is equal to 3 squared minus 6 times 3 plus 5, which is equal to 9 minus 18 plus 5, which is equal to negative 18 plus negative 9 plus 5, which is negative 4. So our vertex is 3, negative 4. So let's make a graph. So 3, negative 4 is right here. So let's make a table centered at that point. We have 3, and this is negative 4. So why don't we look at this and say, okay, well, let's go to 2. What's this going to be when it equals 2? So f of 2 is equal to 2 squared minus 6 times 2 minus 5 plus 5, which is equal to 4 minus 12 plus 5, which is 9 minus 12, which is negative 3. So this value is negative 3, which means this also must be negative 3 because it's symmetric. So let's put those two down. And then let's do f of 1. F of 1 is 1 minus 6 plus 5, which is equal to 0. And of course it's symmetric. So it looks like we have a point here and a point here. So our parabola is going to look like this. And we have solutions, x equals 0, x equals 1, sorry, and x equals 5. Those are our two solutions.